the UK is very confident right now that they have a vaccine, right? That works.
Especially the one from Oxford.
That's the one I'm talking about. Bingo. And they're very, 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 very confident that so far the testing has been extremely good. So they got to get to stage. I think that they're not at stage 1 yet, but they got to get to stage 1. But they're going to rush it very quickly, and hundreds of millions of dollars have been in grants by the European governments have been given to this creation of this vaccine, and it's called the vaccine of the people. This is not going to be for commercial. There's no commercial use of this.
So what's it going to be for then?
It's not for sale. It's for free. It's to the people.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
When I say commercial use, I mean it's not going to be retailed. It's free.
8 billion shots.
Exactly, 8 billion shots, and they're going to once they get to the next stage, then they'll start on the next 8 billion shots. Because to do a proper, you need 2 turns, right?
Yeah.
So there's 8 billion people in the world that at least if they've counted, right?
Yeah.
And so you need 2 rounds for it to work.
Well, what they were saying about the one from Oxford, and you've read more about it than I, Frank. It first of all does the first job, which it forms the what do you call it?
Your T cells.
The which?
Your T cells. It calls up your T cells in your body.
Yeah, and then the second one is it also gives you longevity. It's got a 2-hit. Well, it'll keep you. I think it's 2 or 3 months, right? Yeah, but I think
immune to the virus.
Yeah, it's more than that.
Well, that's what I said. That's what I read, and I could be wrong. But it's got some DNA from specific laboratory monkeys, right?
Yeah.
Which this DNA has been proven to wake up human T cells, which are the A team. They're the green berets of your fucking immune system.
Did you call them T cells?
T cells, yes.
Yes, the T cells. They're the one that give you longevity.
They're the green berets of your immune system. They're the ones that come out and they go straight to the virus and kick it in the fucking balls.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I got to tell you guys, there's a hell of a lot more testing going on now and everything else. And funny thing, like the guys I play golf with, the guys behind us, we usually sit and have lunch. And this one guy, his name is Pete, he was telling me a friend of his went to get tested. He had to wait for an hour and 15 minutes. And he said, fuck it, I'm not waiting anymore. He took off. And 7 days later, he didn't get tested. 7 days later, they sent him a text saying he tested positive.
Well,
never got tested.
Phil, there's a lot of. He must have signed in, and
that's right.
He must have signed in, and they must have fucked up with the data. But it's a fucking total anarchy on these tests. It's very disorganized, and it's all fucked up.
Yeah, we've heard the stories of the guy being tested, had no signs or symptoms, so they sent him home and said, if your signs or symptoms start to act up, come back. Well, the guy would go home, and 10 days later, he's almost dead. So he goes back to the hospital, and the fight's on to save his life.
I have some very good friends in Miami, and they said that the fucking lineup to get tested is ludicrous. And then once you go in the lineup, you're fucked. If you get stuck, you can't go forward, and you can't go backwards.
Well, you go with a car. At least here in Tampa, you did. I mean, I got tested, and of course, it came back negative. My wife's been tested and came back negative, and she went twice because she's a hypochondriac, and she came back.
No, she's smart, and plus, she's in a business where she can get contaminated because she's close to people.
Well, that's right. But the funny thing is, the test, I don't know whether you've had it, they stick that thing in your schnoz, boy.
Yeah, a yardstick, a fucking Q-tip,
right.
And they fucking go right to your brain.
Jesus Christ.
But they say, well, there's another one in Germany, right? Which is not like where they take that fucking 4-foot Q-tip swab made for fucking elephants, and But the thing they say the most accurate one is that Q-tip swab because it goes straight to the mucous membrane, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it will tell you if the COVID-19 is there.
Yeah.
You know, they're all coronavirus, but this one is they call it the COVID-19 because it's the most contagious. Like most of the influenza is a COVID, right? That's what it is, influenza. But normal influenza, you really got to get close to somebody. They got to fucking sneeze on you. This cocksucker virus has got wings. You know, somebody sneezes and it stays. It goes 6 feet and it stays in the fucking air, right? And if you walk through it, you're fucked.